Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Shabbat Perek Zayin Mishnah Bet. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to continue speaking about this fire that broke out on Shabbat and what else are you allowed to save. So Matzilin Mazon Shalosh Seudot, you're allowed to save 3 meals worth. Right? We'll see. Actually, according to Tanakama, this will be the maximum. Right? You can't just go ahead and save everything in your house. So you're allowed to save 3 meals worth. Hara'ui la'adam la'adam, vara'ui la'behema la'behema. What's fit for human consumption? Save that for the people. What's fit for your animals? Save for the animals. Now, as we'll see in the upcoming Mishnayot, this is specifically you're allowed to save it from your house to a hatzar me'orevet, right? To a hatzar that has an eruv. So you could save it to your shared courtyard, your shared backyard with your neighbor that you made an eruv with before Shabbat. That's the only place you can really save your food if there's a fire in your house, right? Obviously, not put out a fire, right? That's mechabeh, right? That's the ma'az melacha mechabeh. So you can't put out a fire, even if a fire breaks out in a person's house. Today, la halacha, people speak about, if a fire breaks out in a person's house, it could be a sakana nefashot because we live in cities and homes are so piled one on top of the other that it could really lead to someone dying. So we do say today you can't put a fire out on Shabbat for that reason because it's sakana nefashot. But then, right, in those days when houses are more spread apart, that's it. You'd have to sit there and watch the fire burn down a person's home, and you're not allowed to go ahead and save anything, and you're not allowed to save anything. Now, here we said you're allowed to save 3 seudot. Why only 3? Well, let's see how this Mishnah plays out more. Kesad, how so? Naflat the Kabbalah Shabbat. If a fire falls out in Friday night, Matzlimazon Shalosh Seudot. You can save 3 seudot because you still have 3 seudot to eat: Friday night, Shabbat morning, and Seudah Shlishit. Let's say the fire fell on Shaharit, Matzlimazon Shte Seudot. You can save 2 seudot. Right, because that's all that's left to eat. Mincha, right, around mincha time, matzlimazon seudah achat. You can say 1 seudah only for seudah shli, because that's all that you have left to eat. Now the point over here, Rabbi Yosef, Rabbi Yosef says that you're always allowed to save 3 seudot worth. Right? It doesn't depend. It doesn't matter when it happens. You're always allowed to save 3 seudot worth. Halacha is not like Rabbi Yosef. Right? Even though halacha is usually like Rabbi Yosef, over here in this Mishnah, halacha is not like Rabbi Yosef. And I would just point out that how come you're only allowed to save 3 seudot? You're taking it to a shared courtyard. So the reason over here is you may come to put out the fire. Chachamim worry that if a person sees everything going in flames, he may come and put out the fire. So what do we say? We don't say you can save everything you want, right? Because then you may come to put it out. But once we say you're only allowed to save 3 seudot, only 3 meals, then a person already has in mind, he came to peace with that everything's going to burn. And I'm allowed to save 3. He's going to save 3 seudot, and he's not going to come to put out the flame. But if we wouldn't have limited it, then we would have worried that a person may go ahead and put out the fire on Shabbat, and that's av melacha, right? That's something that a person's chayav mitah for putting out a flame on Shabbat. Hence this entire Mishnah.